Hey everybody, and welcome back to Country Snooze. Today is a special review day because we're going to be reviewing two products. And they're products that y'all been wanting to see reviewed. So obviously today we're talking about the Harvest. And to pair these guys with, what better to pair something Harvest flavored than some Oktoberfest? Because, you know, I grew up in the country, and when I think of fall harvest, um, Oktoberfest usually coincides around the same time, and obviously, I'm a basic white girl. I don't care. I love pumpkin. So, and not talking like pumpkin spice lattes. I do like pumpkin coffee, but like pumpkin beer, pumpkin soup, pumpkin seeds, all those types of things. Right now, we have cake balls that are shaped like little pumpkins. And I also love autumn mix, candy corn and little mellow cream pumpkins. So, I mean, I don't care. I know. It is what it is. It's something I enjoy. And just like that, I also enjoy Oktoberfest. Normally, I don't go Samuel Adams, but I do like Sam Adams, especially on the Oktoberfest. There's a couple other ones they have, but I do like Marzen, and usually there's more choices, but Sam Adams is about the only thing I can find right now. But anyways, pairs really good with these guys. So we're gonna go ahead and read this description, which the product description is the same for both, except for the flavor descriptions and where they're produced at. So it says General Harvest is a limited edition from General made of dark air cured tobacco from southern Brazil. Air cured tobacco is stalk cut, harvested, and hung in well ventilated barns between 5 to 7 weeks. Now, for the flavor description for the original portion, it says dark tobacco taste with notes of roasted chocolate, leather, and autumn leaves, produced in Gothenburg. And then for the white portion, it says raw and spicy tobacco taste with notes of chocolate, leather, and horseradish, produced in what I think is how to pronounce it as Kung Love. I don't know, but I could be wrong. But regardless, they're both amazing. And I texted Chad the other day and told Chad that I was like, this right here might be my new favorite. For around the last 9 years, I've been using Grove all the time. Grove is always in my rotation, and while I'll use other stuff, Grove is just it's my mainstay, and I love Grove. But this General Harvest white portion, if the original portion tasted like this, I would I would love that one. But for a white portion, I really enjoyed this one. And I texted him the other day and told him I was like, dude, I was like, the Harvest White portion might have dethroned Grove for me, and I'm talking Grove portion and Grove White portion, not talking about the loose or anything. But as for a regular strength product, I was like it might. I mean, hell, the Harvest original portion is on the same tier for me. So I've been really enjoying these. But I told him I was like, I think I love the horseradish taste in this. It has almost the aftertaste of horseradish. It's not like full on or anything, but you do get it. You get that acidity on the tongue and that spiciness, and you get little pops of flavor in and out of it that taste like horseradish. And as somebody that enjoys that, this snooze is awesome. Um, I think that it is an amazing flavor coming out of a snooze, especially for something that's not flavored. Now, for the original portion, this one I get a little bit of the cocoa in the white portion in the beginning, but this one I actually do get a somewhat decent taste of the chocolate in the tobacco. It's more of it reminds me like I get almost like a raw cocoa taste. If you ever had like cocoa nibs, it's kind of what it reminded me of. And I get a little bit of like a caramel sweetness as well. And then I taste the leaves. It's that you've ever raked up leaves as a kid? That's what I thought of. That smell and that taste. That's what it took me to. Mixed in with the raw tobacco taste and like the cocoa nibs with just the dash of caramel in it. I like this. For those of y'all that say this tastes like Eton, this does not taste like Eton. Nothing. It has its own thing going on. And it's beautiful. Same with this. So, um, we'll go ahead and we'll do. Sorry, my cat decided that she wants to come sit up here with us. Say hi, Bales. She's a good kitty. She's just curious. The puppies are upstairs, so Bales has nobody to play with right now. All right, so first we're going to go ahead and we're going to throw in one of these original portions, and we're going to see what we think about this. And that's another thing too. I was talking to Chad about the other day. I saw him make a comment in one of his videos about how he's not fluffing with his hands anymore. He's just been using his teeth. And I thought about that. I was like, I've been doing that for years. And typically, I don't. I don't ever. I always have a portion in before I start the video or before I do the review. And I'm not doing that anymore. Typically, I'm at work. My hands are dirty, nasty. I don't have time to go and clean them before fluffing a portion or anything. So typically, I just take the can and I either just grab one out of the can or how whatever, however it matters. It don't or however it works. It doesn't really matter to me, but most of the time I can't do that. Uh, I do a lot of outside work, and sometimes I also work with a lot of people and stuff. And like I told you on the video before, I'm not a germaphobe, but this time of year especially, a lot of sick people and stuff. I'm good. I'm good. I'll be happy to look funny to people. But the fluffing of the teeth, I found that a long time ago. Uh, it was around the time I had my first daughter, and I would find that like I'd be holding her and I'd be trying to get a portion, and I'm like, you can't hold a baby, like even lean back in a chair and try to like open up a can one handed, get a portion out, fluff it precisely, all this. One day I just threw it in and just started to basically chew it. Because I remember that's around the first time. When was that? That was 2015. So yeah, that's when I started learning about all the different types of snus and stuff. But I remembered seeing the term chew bag at some point, and I just started like chewing it and rolling it and fluffing it, and it worked. I've done it since. Hell, I think I've probably only ever fluffed a handful of portions since then, and yeah, it's all good. It doesn't bother me. Um, Tobacco seems to evenly distribute throughout the portion material, and never rips my portions. I even do that with General Wintergreen, and everybody knows how General Wintergreen likes to split on occasion. I've only ever had that happen like one or two times when doing that with my mouth. So, just saying. All right, so obviously, this right here is going to take a few minutes before I actually get really good flavor, and the flavor does change as it goes through. So we're gonna do a quick kind of review on these because for me to really give you more than what I've already told you and what I'm going to tell you, we'd have to sit here for like an hour and a half so I could actually go through two full portions. Because in the original portion, Right now, the taste you get is just that raw tobacco taste. You get nothing else. After about 15 to 20 minutes, you're going to get a nice drip going. Excuse me. And I've noticed when that drip starts, that's when the sweetness comes, because you get the tobacco taste, and then that sweetness kind of mixes in with it. You get the raw cocoa nibs, that little bit of that caramel flavor, and then the leaf presence is there like all the time, but it mixes in with the raw tobacco taste. So you don't have to look for it, but it basically it just like pops out every now and then. And then towards the end of the flavor, it's pretty predominant. Um, I'd say I'd say too. This one I've had this is like a good hour long for a portion. Um, I've had this one in for I think the longest was probably over an hour, but I'd say about an hour is what I've been leaving them in when I've been using them. And I mean, hell, they hold up fine even at an hour. It's got a good at this point. It's got a good tobacco taste. Like I said, no real sweetness going on yet. It does take a little while for that to develop, but do a little puffing and you'll get that autumn leaf taste, that fall leaf, and you'll get that raw tobacco taste. After a while, the sweetness and the cocoa comes on, and with or without the cocoa and caramel in there, just that raw tobacco and the leaf taste pairs perfect with the Oktoberfest. So you can go ahead and order some of this, and especially the white, but definitely just get some of the harvest because it's well worth it. Um, this is 9 milligrams per portion, and just like every other uh, General and Swedish Match product, the premium ones, it's 24 portions. These are 1 gram. Now we're gonna talk about the white now. I can't get this damn thing right side up. My camera's inverted, and on my side, it looks like it was the right way. Um, all right, so now we're going to talk about the white. I'm going to go ahead and pause for a second so I can go ahead and take this portion out and get another beer. All right, sorry about that. All right, so let's go ahead and throw one of these guys in. And these guys also do come in the star formation as well. So now the white portion, I really enjoy the initial flavors that come off of it because the if you've ever had Grove White, that's exactly what it tastes like in the beginning. It has that light tobacco flavor, nothing really going on, but then it just has this like mild presence, that horseradish presence. You don't know it's horseradish yet. You just you know there's something going on there, and it's just a little it's interesting. It's got I don't know how to explain it. It just has it has a flavor. It has a flavor all of its own. And it doesn't really remind you of horseradish, but if you know what horseradish tastes like and you've had this snooze, you'll understand what I mean because it's like I don't know, it's a little spicy, but it just doesn't have that full on horseradish flavor yet. Excuse me, but it mixes with that raw tobacco just beautiful. And then give it about maybe 15 minutes or so, something like that. And then you start to get more tobacco flavor. Um, you'll get a little bit, just like with Grove White, you'll get a little bit of that leathery kind of tobacco taste. And then I'd say around like the 45-minute mark, 30 to 45-minute mark, that's where like horseradish and tobacco just they're together and they are making, like I said, about after 20 30 minutes or something, it's like I start getting the leathery tobacco taste, and that initial horseradish is still there. And then out of nowhere I got this drip, and when the drip hit, it was just full on horseradish, and then that leathery kind of tobacco taste, and it just kept on going until about I kept it in for about maybe that first one for a little over an hour, maybe an hour and 20 minutes or something like that. And longevity on this one was perfect. Um, Even right now, with just having it in for a few minutes, being a white portion, we haven't really, haven't really got anywhere yet. But the tobacco taste is just beautiful. Um, like I said, the horseradish is not quite developed, but it's there. Like I said, once this thing gets some moisture build up in it, and once she starts to drip a little bit, that's where that horseradish flavor comes in, and it is just beautiful because it's going to basically take over for like 2 minutes because that's all you're going to taste. But it mixes with that tobacco so well that it's like I don't know how they did that, but it's amazing. That's why I say General needs to you need to have this as a full-time product. Both of these. Fall or not fall, I don't care. These are suitable for use all year long. And I know Swedish Match does not watch my videos. I hope maybe somebody from them do. But if you were to keep this around and make this full time, people would buy this like crazy all the time. I would use this all the time. And if that did happen, y'all need to work on getting this like in the US on that little snooze fridge rack, because if this was a full-time thing, like I said, and I would use this all the time. Hell, this might be the product that I just buy all the time and then add in other stuff when I want it. So, that being said, Swedish Match, full time. Because otherwise, I'm going to have to make like two more orders, which I already plan on one in like a week. And then I'm going to probably have to do another one because if I order as much as I've planned, I'll be able to use about 4 cans or so a week for the next 2 years, which is cool. If I get 2 years or so, I'm happy with that. But I would rather not have to do that, just to be able to use this for that long. So make it, even if you don't make it full time, hell, just make it seasonally, just so we could be able to get it, in the fall. It's that good. So that's what Swedish Match should do. Y'all should do like Gotland Snooze used to do, and where they make seasonal snooze. Y'all should start releasing seasonal snooze. Even if you only want us to get this in the fall, I'd be fine with that because I could order enough of this every fall to get me through. But you need to start coming out with like, I mean, I know you own Gotland Snooze now, and Gotland Snooze still makes Yuli Snooze, or what do they call it now, Glog and Cannel. But y'all should bring back some of that stuff. Bring back Pox Snooze. That's my favorite. and then Summer Snooze. Y'all should do that. I mean, you own the company. They've already done all those snoozes before. Y'all should just throw your damn label on it if that's what you want to do, or allow Gotland Snooze to do it and start making some of them amazing snoozes they used to make. And y'all continue on making some of this stuff and just give us seasonal releases. You know how awesome that would be? Oh, and we need Rhoda back in white and original portions, or even in an X. Bring it back in X range. I'm fine with that. And I would also like Grove back in X range, but I know that's never going to happen because y'all discontinued it. So once it's in the grave, it's probably not coming back. But that'd be nice because I enjoyed that product a lot. But regardless, bring back this and this at least seasonally, even if you're not going to do it full time. That's all I got to say about that. Little drip going, and got a little of that horseradish flavor mingled in. It's nice. This portion I'm actually going to ride out while I drink this and another beer because I love them both, but the white portion is way better. And I mean, in my opinion, anyways. I know there's some people out there that'll love the OP a lot better, but the white portion is absolutely amazing. So now that I've been sitting here for a couple minutes, I got a nice little taste of horseradish. Um, it doesn't taste like you just ate a bunch of horseradish, but it gives you that feeling in your mouth like after you've eaten something with horseradish in it or on it. It's a little bit of like the biting feeling, and you get a nice flavor of it. It's not overwhelming by any means, but you get the flavor of horseradish. Excuse me. And then you get it mixes really nice with that nice tobacco taste. So, and that's the main thing that I like about it is that this is it's a milder tobacco taste, but it's still very present. And really, like I said, that leathery kind of taste is there, but it's not a key player. He's like hanging out in the back. That tobacco and that horseradish, they just play front and center, and it's beautiful. Swedish Match, I'm sorry for yelling, but I am serious. This needs to be either a limited edition in the fall or full time. And I think the Snooze World will agree with me. So, but y'all did a hell of a job. Thank you for releasing these. Anyways, guys, until next time, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. Um, everybody stay safe, be good, God bless, and we'll see you soon.